Greetings. Happy Father's Day, people. You are with Johnny from Team Superdad. We're on all channels, so welcome, friends, family, Team Superdad members around the world. Sat in the park. It is Father's Day. The cool thing about Father's Day, as far as I know, it's basically Father's Day around the world. How cool is that? I think, I'm pretty sure. I saw some people in different countries talking about Father's Day. So I think apparently Mother's Day is more of a religious thing, which links back to something that is not exactly mother's. Mother, clearly, I don't know enough. It's some kind of religious thing. But Father's Day is actually about dads. And some people bless this little dog. It's just a protest. Gotta check this out. This dog is refusing to walk up the hill. Is that old age protest or young old age protest? Okay. 15. Oh my gosh. Wow. So there, that's it's good to have you here. I've just dropped the Junior Jays back at their mums, and full respect to their mum today. It was her weekend, but I've had the kids, which has been brilliant. So there's a lot of chat about, oh man, what should happen on Father's Day, right? And that could be you're still in a relationship, it's still going well, and then it becomes this big sort of like we're going to make a big deal of it, which is nice. And then other people say, oh, it's just commercial, and it's a load of old bollocks, and we should be celebrating people every day, every weekend, which I do agree about that. But it's when you see on a personal level, when you see how important it is for the kids, then you've got to lean into that and just let them celebrate you. Now, I don't know if my kids make such a big deal about Father's Day because, oh, by the way, if you can hear me, if this is all coming out great, then comment, because last week I did a live and the sound was just not even on. And then the other day I did 50 press ups as part of the Team Superdad workout. And again, the sound was actually connected to the Bluetooth speaker. So that didn't work either. So if you're watching and you can hear, just comment so that I can actually see that it's all coming out. Some people say, oh, Father's Day. Oh, and share. Please share away. Ping this around. Share it with other people. Invite them in. If you go to streamyard.com/Facebook, you can get your name shown up on lights. If you comment, I'll bring you in on the chat. So, that 15-year-old dog is now just, bless her, full protest, being dragged along the grass. So some people say, oh, it's all commercial and a load of bollocks, and you should celebrate your mum, your dad on all days, and of course you should. But when I personally see how much it means to my kids today, then that's just amazing. They made cards. The school, for the first year ever, the school did something for Father's Day. I mean, not that they don't send cards home, but I'm on the PTA at the school, and we generally do a fundraiser for mums. And then this year, I'm the chair of the PTA, right? This year, during the fundraiser bit of the last conversation, they chucked me out. They were like, right, we're talking about Father's Day, and they said we're gonna manage it. And so for the first year in the 7 years I've been running the PTA, we did a Father's Day thing, which is just brilliant, particularly given that they drove that. But there are some people who are clearly this day around the world going to be without their kids, and there are people who are going to be without their dads. I saw a friend. There's chavs riding motorbikes around the park. It's brilliant. Is that normal or not normal? It doesn't feel normal, but there we go. I see people sharing posts about their dad who's died. We miss you, Dad. And obviously, my mum died when I was a kid, so I was 9. So I have a reflection on missing a parent as well. So loads to get through. First of all, dads who are without their kids today, it's all right. With your motorbikes. I feel like I'm on Smokey and the Band. No, was it Right Turn Clive? Clint Eastwood. Every Which Way But Loose. Yeah. They dads are without their kids today, right? That's tough. I'm not going to deny that that's not tough. If you are fighting to see your kids, um, you got to take you can't let it crush you. As easy as that is to say for me, who now has 50-50 contact with my kids, it's hard when you don't, and that's generally against dad's desires. But with any luck, you've got your whole life ahead of you, and a dad is for life, not just Christmas, or a dad is for life, not just Father's Day. And two clients recently. I don't just work with single dads, but I do have a number of one-on-one clients. We go through the rebuild process, and two dads in the last 3 weeks both got 50-50 access to their children, and now we're in the process of just putting their life back together, rebuilding their confidence and success in all areas. So yeah, if you don't have your kids today, then do something cool, like write them a letter, make a video. This is one of the things I say to them. All the time that you're apart from them, just keep believing, keep being dad, and do whatever it takes to just maintain that connection and let them know that you're not going away, even if that just means in a diary that they're not going to get till they're 18. But it's tough, and anybody around people who are going through that should be supportive of children having access to both their parents. And if you're a dad who's watching this, who is absent, who's not putting in the time with their kids, then that's another side of it as well. That is another side of it, which is hard to compute. Whether you're meant to have the kid or don't like the mum, somewhere is a child wondering, where's my dad? Why doesn't my dad care about me? What like if you've checked out and then the mum checked out, where does that leave that kid? So on both sides of that fence, children need their dads. So don't stop it from happening. And if you're a dad who's not seeing their kid, then I don't know. Come into the Team Super Dad group and let's talk about it. Let's talk about reconnecting with your kids. So then back to the fun stuff. We went last night. Here's a good hack, actually, life hack. We went and had dinner last night. So we went to a pub. We used our club card points to pay for the majority of the meal. And if you go onto my profile or come into the Team Super Dad group, then you can see the pictures from last night. So there was it was a lot of space. It wasn't like Father's Day when the whole place is packed. And we had dinner, we titted about, we played cards. No surprise, Rose. Rose, if any of you got a wife that whatever you order, she wants yours. By the way, this park is massive. Why this kid has to keep riding his motorbike near me, I don't know. But if you've got if you've got a wife or a partner who, whenever you go to the restaurant, whatever you order, she wants yours. I used to have a wife who did that. I think I've had girlfriends who did it in the past anyway. So whatever Rose orders, it generally is not quite right. And then I'm sat there wondering, is she okay? Does she want mine? Does she want something else? But we had fun. And whatever you do with your kids, they just want your time and they want your attention and they just want to feel loved. So there are dads out there who are soldiers. We had Mark Ormrod on the podcast last week and on the live. He's a Afghanistan former Royal Marine veteran, lost both his legs and one arm in an explosion. He trodden on a landmine. And yeah, so if you're a soldier, right? You're absent for a lot of the time from your kid's life. The kid doesn't love you any less because of it. And there's lots of other jobs and professions. You could work on an oil rig. You could be a lorry driver, I guess. What other jobs take you away from your family? Let me know. But your kids, they might have a different relationship between each parent. That's probably obvious to say, but they don't naturally choose to love one parent more than the other, and that can be quite frustrating if you're the ever-present parent, particularly if you're a separated parent. Like, you do all the hard work, you look after the majority of the time, and then the dad turns up and it's like, "Whoa, daddy!" The kid's not like that to get you back. And as tough as that might feel, and you want him to pull his weight, they just love their dad because they love their dad. And they, that's, I guess that's part and parcel of when you see some people's posts about, "Oh, dad, I miss you. You've been dead 12 years. Not a day goes by where I don't think about you." And it's a natural part of life, I guess, of life and love. You love your mum and dad. Which is why it hurts so much when people let you down, when they're not there, when you're looking around and seeing kids with their parents, and you're wondering perhaps where your parent is. So and then on to celebrating dads. It's like, what is a modern dad? This is a tough one, right? Because in the world we live today, world of equality, a world of mutual respect and appreciation, dads shopping, changing babies, helping out around the house, like, to me that just seems normal. It doesn't seem like something you've got to work hard at, or it's a chore, or it just doesn't occur to me that you wouldn't help out. I mean, particularly if, like, if your wife's got a job, then that's one part of it as well. But if your wife is a housewife, do you know how bloody hard that is? Get divorced, separate. If you're a dad that does naff all, then you find yourself separated. You're going to learn very quickly what it means to have to cook, clean, work, keep fit, have a social life, be that ever on parent. So there's a part of Father's Day which is our kids loving us and appreciating us, no matter how often we're there, no matter what we do. And then there's the part of Father's Day when you're celebrating all the dads in your life and what they mean to you. So your grandfather, your dad, and then your kid's dad, so your partner. The expectations on men are not really something that's spoken about too much. Men just take it on the chin. Like, the idea is that we've got to keep going. We've got to grow our family. We've got to be about at work. We've got to have fun. We've got to have a sex life. And so the flip side of wanting and needing all those things is the worry and stress of not having them or not providing them. So it is sad, obviously really sad, that male suicide rates are so blooming high. And by the way, women's ones, there's no good suicide. There's no male or female. But as you celebrate the men in your life today, the dads in your life today, just ask them, what's it like? What's the tough bits? What would make it easier? What do you worry about? What where do you feel inadequate, or where do you worry about failing? What's your hopes and dreams? Like, really reconnect both with that person in your life, but also encourage them to reconnect with how appreciated they are, how available you are for them, and how committed you are to the things that they want as well. You know, I think the role of a modern mum and dad is to lift each other up, is to have it all. I talk about in Team Super Dad and with my work with dads and families, like the idea of having it all, it is possible. I don't mean be a millionaire and to have all the holidays and have sex every night, but the idea that you can create that balance in your life and all the things that you want, you can feel that they're getting closer, they're working out, they're coming towards you, because it's when they feel like they're slipping away, that's when the sadness creeps in, that's where the stress and the worry and the frustration creeps in. Oh, there's a lot to be said there, a lot to be said. So I can end this by saying it's complicated. There's so many varying roles, versions of being a dad. Stepdad, not even mentioned stepdads. That's another whole challenge. If you've got a stepdad in your life, ask them what's it like. Ask them what their fears are, because I promise you they'll have a lot to say, things you might never have heard before, and things that can help them be an even better stepdad to your kid. So thanks, Dad. I've got my dad, Maverick, Maverick Dad. As he gets older, I think our connection gets ever stronger because we just really appreciate each other. I've got Rob in Chicago, my American dad, in inverted commas, you know, just that added layer to my story and to who I am as a dad to my kids comes so much from watching him and the rest of my American family. And yeah, father, I guess that leads father-in-laws. Blimey, there's so much you can say on dads in there. So there's no manual to being a dad. All you can do is continue to try and be your best. There's opportunities every day to step up, to do something bold, brave, to let the people you know love that you love them, to give someone a hug, to say yes when you feel like saying no, to get home on time, to put your kid to bed, to give them a story, be available for your children, put your phone down. It's bloody hard being a dad, but when you come back to that point about kids just want your love and attention, then it's bloody simple. Put your crap down and focus on your kids and allow the magic of just kicking a ball, of playing with their dolls, of baking a cake together, of riding your motorbike round the park together. Brilliant. Enjoy it. And to all those separated families out there, don't sweat the small stuff. Allow it to be easy. Allow your differences to just fade away, because in between you is a couple of kids who just want to be happy, who just want to feel safe and just want to have a good time. Come on over to Team Superdad group. You can teamsuperdad.com/group. Go to teamsuperdad.com. You can see all the stuff that I'm up to with the Hero Academy and the rest of our community. Just whatever you need, I'm here for you. Team Superdad out. Bye.